Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, commencing the Wales Ragchew Net. What I'm going to do was I'm showing the log from last week is I'm going to call for 5 check-ins. I'm going to eliminate my little echoes that I get because I've been listening to audio. And of course, yeah, I'm going to scroll that log down, and there was last week's log. Of course, we've got that. I'm going to go over now to the actual log. I'm going to actually clear the log, in a sense. So I'm actually going to clear the contents there, and then I'm going to change all the colours, and there we go. All contents are cleared. I've got to scroll that one back up to number 1 there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call for check-in number 1. So if you'd like to be number 1 into the Wales Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, Michael in Lebanon, Tennessee, United States of America, checking into the Ragchew Net.
In the West Wales, good evening.
So we had Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, and we also had a double there, but we had Tristan via Echolink MB6IPG-L, MB6IPG-L. So I've put a double 3 then, MB6IPG-L, and that's Tristan in there. If you'd like to be number 3 into the Wales Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location.
G0EZ, Rod in Cambridge.
Yeah, G0EZ, got you in the log there, Rob. Thank you very much. If you'd like to be number 4, go ahead with your call sign, name and location.
Mike 0, Kilo Juliet November. Kev calling from Swansea, South Wales.
Two Whiskey 0, Alpha Papa Delta, Andy from South Wales.
Okay, so I got Kev, MW0JKN. I've probably not typed it properly, so I'll try and correct it, MW0JKN. I might even have it wrong, but I know it's Kev in Swansea. Yeah, we get that corrected, and I know it's via Golf Bravo 3 Whiskey as well. So thanks very much there, and I got you there, Andy, 2W0APD. So I'll try and get that call sign corrected. I will get it corrected. I will put via GB3 Whiskey in there so that we know where you've come from. So if you'd like to be number 6 into the Wales Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location. We might have a few more waiting at the beginning. There's been a few key-ups. So if you'd like to be number 6, go ahead with your call sign, name and location. Okay, so there was nothing heard, so that's all good there. Of course, we have mentioned the whiskey repeater there. So Golf Bravo 3 Whiskey, here's their website. It's in South Wales. They've linked in there tonight. I've asked if they'd like to link in, and of course, yeah, we can basically get some activity out there. Of course, there's been a few updates, been off the air for a while, it's back on the air, so we'll help make people aware and put some activity onto there as well. there is currently a fundraiser going for GB3 Whiskey, and yeah, it's doing quite well there. So it looks like there's enough in the pot to put an antenna at the top of that tower, somewhere near the top of that tower, and of course, yeah, it does look like it's going to go ahead. And there's going to be a little bit of change for maintenance as well. And of course, also connected in tonight, we've got cqnorthwest, which also enables the ALLSTAR, their own Echolink Net. Yeah, Papa.
Thank you, Chris. This is Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa from Lebanon, Tennessee. Michael here. And it's a nice about 18 degrees Celsius today. Sunny. We're out there, and there's a nice gentle breeze. We're getting into our fall weather. And the Florida most of the part of Florida survived Milton. And I guess Milton is probably headed across the pond your way. A lot of destruction, a lot of damage. I have people down there that I've heard from that have had quite a bit of damage in their areas. Luckily, nothing to their house. But we've gotten a 1-2 punch between the hurricanes from the last couple of weeks. But here in Lebanon, Tennessee, the weather is nice. It's getting cool in the mornings, cool in the evenings. So fall is approaching quickly here. I'm sure then next week we're supposed to have maybe some chance of frost. So fall is definitely falling upon us. Good to hear everybody here. Looks like we have a great list to start the net with. And I'll turn it back to you, Chris, and we'll kick off a great new net. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, thank you very much there, Michael. And if, I'm guessing you're coming through via cqnorthwest there. Because, yeah, when you unkey, you seem to leave the end of the call sign off. But it's okay, I know you are, and we all know you are. So it's all good there. So we're going to go round to Tristan now, MW3VJN, via the Echolink. Round to you there, Tristan.
Yeah, very good evening, Chris, Michael, and everybody else. I hope I'm making the trip via Echolink, and it's nice to be with you. I'm honored to be able to connect and talk to you, and all looking about W.D.R.G and possibly send a donation there, because I normally did, and now that I know that everything's back up and running, I will send a donation in form of either PayPal or whatever. So back to you, Chris, and thank you for allowing me to join you. If I have to disappear, I will be back, but if I'm waiting for my mother to come back, she's been watching the local rugby team, so if she does come, I have to disappear, but I will be back. Back to Chris, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Back to you.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, thanks very much there, Tristan. And of course, yeah, I'll try and call you in, but of course, yeah, you're on the YouTube as well, so of course, if you need to leave, I can see that live chat there. It's the idea of being on YouTube, because of course, yeah, all the chat's in one place when it comes to text, so I can just read it from the bottom right-hand corner of my screen, and it's all good. So we'll go around to Rod now, G0. EUZ, right to you there.
G0, EUZ, back to the group. Yes, good evening, everybody. Nice to catch you on, nice to hear you, Michael, and yes, your weather's much nicer than ours. We seem to have gone, in a week, we've gone through fall into winter, and then we're going back to fall next week, I believe. But yes, we had a frost this morning, and I don't think it's been above 10 degrees today or yesterday. So quite chilly. Not done a great deal this week. I've done some FT8 and FT4. Quite enjoyed that. Radio seems to be working most of the time. Every now and again, it just stops transmitting. I don't know why. And you have to reboot the program and the radio, and it comes back up and transmits all right. So I don't know what that's all about. But health-wise, I'm doing quite well. My leg is healing, definitely, very fast. I'm hoping over 2 dressings this coming week, and I shall be dressing free. So, you know, it's not bad going. Blood test at the end of the week, for a consultation next week. So I'm hoping for good things there, because I am feeling quite a bit better. So, yeah, all doing well. So back to you, Chris. M7CCS G0, user.
Yeah, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra, just checking that the WiresX was free there as well. So of course, because I've got it running in the shack, I've got my own gateway I can look at and actually see. But of course, for you guys on the live stream, you see in the WiresX at the very bottom of the screen, you see the WiresX and all the gateways and nodes that are in there. So it's displayed there rather than having to give a call out of all the credits of everyone there. And of course, you can see everything that is connected in at the time. So we're going to go round now. I hope I've got it right. But then again, the other night when we were talking, I think there was something about dropping W's. So yeah, MW0JKN, Kev, over in Swansea via Golf Bravo 3 Whiskey.
M0KJ, yeah, cheers, Chris. Well, you almost got it right, pal. Yeah, I dropped the W, so it's M0 rather than MW0. And the last 3 are KJN, Kilo Juliet November. But, yeah, not a problem. Nice to hear you. Nice to have W Blue connected into the net. I hope I'm getting in okay. I do struggle a little bit because I run the uplink from the shack. So I'm basically transmitting up to the site, back down from the site to the gateway, and then out onto the network. So I kind of struggle a little bit because the frequency of the uplink and downlink is so close. So we need to do a little bit more work there. But yeah, great to hear you. You say it's nice to have WW back on the air properly, albeit in a somewhat temporary configuration at the moment. But as you said, the GoFundMe is doing very well. So the plan is to, I've already gone out to companies for quotes for a proper commercial antenna installation up on the mast. So yeah, watch this space. That should improve things. We've got more money than we thought we would get. I was hoping just to get a couple of quid, and a couple of us would have put in the rest, but it looks like we're not going to do that now, which is good. So we've also invested in a new antenna for the uplink here, so that will improve the WiresX side of things no end. It's still a little bit temperamental with my homemade antennas, so we need to get something better in place for that. So that's great. So it's good to hear everyone in the net. I'm going to try and connect through DMR, Chris. If you could let me know on the next over if there's a way I can get through my hotspot, that would be good. So that I haven't got to use the repeater. Everyone else using WW will be absolutely fine. Trying to listen to you through the laptop as well as with the radio to get a bit noisy. So anyway, back to you there, Chris. M7CCS, I think you are. from M0KJN. Good job.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Thanks very much there, Kev. And of course, yeah, share the WW and what you're doing there on the live stream. And there was, yeah, there's something else. Yeah, you wanted to know the DMR way in. So in a hotspot, if you enable XLX server, you'll find that after Brandmeister. By enabling that, you can then select XLX042D. So you can basically, that's what a lot of the people that are on here are doing, XLX042D Talk Group 6, which encodes for the module D, where all this is actually linked there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around now to yeah, a few more check-ins there. So if you'd like to be number 6 into the Wales Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location.
Down in Dorset, South-West England.
Yeah, okay there, Paul. I did get you there on the Echolink. The audio, yeah, it was a little bit low, but I did get you there, Paul. So, would anyone like to be number 7 into the Wales Ragchew Net? Go ahead with your call sign, name and location. Okay, nothing heard. So we'll let Paul have an over, and then we'll go to the top of the list. So back round to you there, Paul. M7SOP via the Echolink.
This is Mike 7CCS in the yeah. Right. People trying to remember. We are on the live side of the repeater, so I better remember to use up the radio. It's not right last night, so I thought I was on an Echolink only conference and got told off by someone in the US that my radio procedure was appalling. So I'm going to do that again. I'll just create everything as if I'm on the big bad boat and all the other setups. Anyway, I hadn't really got much to say. I was just quickly checking in. I had business tonight. You ran a Instagram for one of my clients. They're doing a live broadcast today, so what to say along was just basically say giving them to everyone and just get myself into logbook tonight. I'm trying to remember to come to the Ragchew on a weekly basis. So if I can keep that up, I normally feel one couple of 2 times in a year when I find to do so. Can't remember who's what's the surname it is? Anyway, this is my 7CCS is the route.
Okay there, Paul. Thanks very much there. We did have a brief appearance from M7PWC. Not sure whether he might pop back there in the Echolink. But yeah, thanks very much there, Paul. So we're going to go back to the top of the list. We're going to go to Whiskey Alpha 5 of Romeo India Papa. Michael.
Well, thank you, Chris. This is Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, and I will try to remember to key the mic up all the way through in just a couple of seconds past that to make sure everybody gets my call sign. This has been a pretty good week. Like I said, the temperatures have been nice. We're headed directly into fall, and we're getting there. Summer's not done dying yet, so we'll be hanging around with some warm temperatures. And people are getting out. It's the time of year that people go camping in the fall. It's so good to hear that you're having a tower put up with a repeater on it. That's going to be really helpful over in your area. I know we have several that I use quite regularly. Those repeaters and those people who put those up are a godsend for a lot of people. They're trying to communicate over great distances. I know we live in a kind of a flat area that begins to rise into some mountains, so those repeaters are really helpful here. Rod, I'm glad you're feeling better. I hope everything is well on the mend and you're doing well. You sound really good. Sound like you had a pretty good, decent week with FDA. We've had some solar storms here the last couple of days. It's kind of changed things up for us. I did better at the beginning of the week than I have towards the end of the week, and today has not been that good. I noticed that the storm is active today, so it's kind of giving me some 10 meters, but not much else. Now that, I'll turn it back to you, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, on the Ragchew Net.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, thanks very much there, Michael. And of course, yeah, the HF conditions haven't been great for all of us. Yeah, since what's been happening. But of course, yeah, we grin and bear it. But then, yeah, as the sun comes out, then yeah, it starts to get better, won't it? But yeah, it will get better. But of course, yeah, the thing is, it's got to come back up. So yeah, Andy is back. So of course, I'll mark him in the log as in play. So that I know, and of course next time I display it, that you can see that he is in play. So we're now going to go around to Echolink, go to Christian MW3VJN.
Yeah, okay. Very good evening to you again then, Chris, MW3V returning. Yes, I hope I'm making the trip. And it's nice to be able to be with you this evening. I'm glad to hear that WW is going from strength to strength. And as I said in the chat, I will send a technician either to Kevin direct or whatever. But anyway, so with that, Chris, back to you. Mike 7 Charlie here.
Okay, thanks very much, Christian. And yeah, as I'm looking in the log, I'm looking at YouTube comment. Yeah, Paul there, M7SOV, listening here while working. So I will instate him as listening, so that we don't call him unnecessarily there. But of course, he might still want to participate. So if that's the case, yeah, let me know that on the YouTube there. So we'll now go around to Rod, G0EUZ.
G0EUZ, back to the group. Yeah, all received there, no trouble. Good evening to all the later stations coming on. I've got all your names, but yeah, nice to catch up with you as we're going along. Got my car MOT this week. which was a godsend. It did no advisories, nothing. It went just sail straight through. All I had to do was I give it a service, well, an oil and filter change, and I polished up the headlights. They were getting a bit cloudy, so I polished them up, and yeah, all good now. We should have been going on holiday in a couple of weeks' time, up to the Midlands in a lodge. Daughter and her family were going in another lodge, which is owned by the son-in-law's lover. Anyway, his back is gone for a prolapse disc, and he's not doing so well at the moment. So I went to look about cancelling hours, and I found that I hadn't actually completed the booking. Don't know how I didn't do it. I didn't go through the last stage of the booking, so in actual fact, we were booked in, so had this not come up, we might have turned up there and been turned away, which would have been a blow. So we'll have to see. Anyway, he's got private medical from work, so he's had a MRI scan, and he's going for some an anaesthetic to try and just take the pain away, to let him get on with it. So we shall see. But I still don't think he'll be going, because driving is impossible, and he doesn't want to end up in the Midlands and be stranded, unable to come back. So back to you, Chris. M7CCS and G0. He used it.
Okay, there's TNK there from CQ Northwest. Yeah, I've let that pass before I queued up again. Yeah, it was all good there, and thanks very much there, Rod. So we're now going to go around to M0KJN, Kevin Swansea.
Cheers, Chris. M0KJN. Yeah, still coming through the repeater. I'm having a little play about now with the hotspot, see if I can get some of the time for the next over. Using this little retrofit thing with the open GD. I can't remember what it is. It's been so long since I switched anyway on. But, well, excuse me, really good to hear everyone. I find it a bit difficult to follow the conversation because it's very broken coming through the FT2, simply because the uplink that is going up to the site is pretty much wiping out my signal back down from the repeater, so it is difficult. So I'll keep this one short, Chris, and I'm going to aim to try and call in via DMR on my next over. Fingers crossed. If I don't come back, I've done something catastrophic. Best shot. So I'll pass it back to you.
Thanks very much there, and yep, pretty much, yep, I don't know whether you're using, well, you said I'm broken, but there is a live stream going on YouTube there where the audio won't be broken. So if you just type in my call sign, well, type in my name, Chris, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, it'll come up with, in bracket, Wales Ragchew Net, and of course, go on there. If you click under the live tab, you'll see the video that's going live there. But of course, yeah, I don't know whether you can rewind it when it's live. It'd be nice to know if anybody knows that. But of course, yeah, there are ways to actually listen to it. But of course, I think you might know what you're doing. But of course, yeah, XLX master enabled, XLX XLX_042, ALLSTAR startup module D, and then of course XLX master enable, and of course talk group 6 then on the DMR radio, and you should be talking into us. Of course it'll chirp out a little announcement when you connected to XLX042D, and then of course should be good to go. So we'll go round to Andy, GW0APD is back in play.
Whiskey Zero, Alpha Papa Delta, returning to the net, and thanks Chris, and it's good to be coming through YSX and the W.D.R.G gateway, so thanks to Kevin and Chris for putting in all that hard work, and I've now got a choice of two radios. I can either use the A2 or the DMR MB6IPG, so I'm spoiled for choice, but thought I'd try the proper radio tonight and see if I can come through, and now I'm relying on somebody else's broadband and not my dodgy connection. Hi. But, still busy researching on cross-moding and how to cross-mode all the things, so, it's a bit more work is required, hopefully a few more of them, and hopefully pop in and test some other modes. But, that's the update from me, so I'll chuck it back to you, Chris, and let somebody else have a chance. So, thanks very much from 2 Whiskey Zero Alpha Papa Delta.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, it's nice, isn't it, when you're relying on someone else's broadband, but, it's all good there. Mark me out, try and set up a Rexus if I can. So it was like Tristan maybe going on to the XLX server and setting up a Rexus. I remember doing that. But all good. Of course, listen, Donna is in the kitchen, making very pizza, potato wedges in the kitchen with a glass of bread. Hope everyone's okay, and hopefully I'll be getting a slice of that pizza to nibble. So there's a little bit of food porn for tonight, and Michael's kept us updated this week a little bit with the food porn as well. But it's all good there, and not a problem there, Andy. That all I did is ask Kevin if he wanted to connect it in for the Ragchew, and of course with the W.D.R.G Net, if they get that going again, of course they can connect in 287517, and of course you've got all of this network as well to go ahead. So of course people can come in DStar. It doesn't matter what digital mode it is, they can get in. That's the idea there. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if anybody else would like to, and yes please Donna, and of course see if anybody else would like to call in to the Wales Ragchew Net. If you would go ahead with your call sign, name and location, add it over to be number 8. Okay, nothing heard, so we go straight up to Michael for the food porn. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Thank you, Chris. It's Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. Food porn for this week. Let me think now. My wife did make a couple of different things, so let me run down what she did get done, because there was some times she wasn't feeling quite up to finish doing a lot of cooking this week. She did make a very large pot of chicken and dumplings. Chicken and dumplings is like kind of like a soup or a stew, dumplings are actually, you take a bread dough that you would normally make American biscuits with, and you drop it in raw into the pot, and they kind of cook from the outside in, and it makes a very tasty dumpling. What we're going to do from there is what she still has to do because she kind of ran out of energy on it. Once we eat the dumplings out of it, she'll turn around and she'll drop some rice into there, and she'll turn it into chicken and rice soup. So our stew, because it'll be a little bit thicker than soup. Next up is some Salisbury steak she made, homemade Salisbury steak with a nice brown gravy. Also, he made some mashed potatoes and some roasted Brussels sprouts to go along with it. Very tasty all the way across the front. And the Brussels sprouts are very healthy for you, Chris, if you're ever interested in them. Very tasty and healthy. And I'll turn the food porn business back over to you, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, I'm going to put the call sign in because I know it. 2W1TER. I'm going to add it to the log as number 8. I'm going to put it listening because he's listening via YouTube. And of course, Monty, can't hear anyone on the radio. So, yeah, if you update your host files, yeah, maybe you'll get into it there. Remember, we are on the XLX042D Talk Group 6. So, yeah, update those files, and you should be able to get into us there, Monty. I think you run WPSD, don't you? So, yeah, send me a personal Facebook, and I will send you a link to put into the SSSH to port host files, courtesy of Andy GW0APD. So, I've got you in as 2W1TR listening via YouTube. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remember who we were just actually speaking to before I messed up there. So it was Michael. So of course Christian's gone off to try and see if he can get into the XLX. And of course, yeah. So we go round to G0 EUZ.
G0 EUZ. Back to the group. Yeah. Oh God. Michael, yeah, that sounds lovely. That. I mean, we have done things here. We use it in more of an Irish stew, actually, with a lot of beef and a very thick gravy. So yes, we do well with that. But those roasted Brussels sprouts sound very interesting. I've never had them roasted, but I do like Brussels sprouts. I tend to steam them. 10 minutes in steaming. In fact, I put all the vegetables together. Cabbage, carrot, broccoli if I've got some. Anything really. I get about 10, 12 minutes in a steamer. And that's my winter diet generally through the week. Tonight I've had smoky barbecue ribs again and fries, which was very, very nice indeed. And apple pie, homemade apple pie and ice cream for afters. So that was very nice. And then especially as the apples came from a wild tree and when I take the dog for a walk. I was trying to hook some with a long pole and a net. And a very nice chap who turned out to come from Romania, not specifically. He actually climbed a tree for me and got me alone, so yeah, please really. So there was him and his wife and a little girl, so he was very helpful, very nice chap. Like I say, he didn't specifically come from Romania to do it. I presume he lives here. So back to you, Michael. M7CCS. G0 user.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, thanks very much there, Rod. So now we're going to go around to MW0KJN via WW. And of course, I can remember when I got licensed and I was living in the area, and of course, used to use that repeater there. I'm hoping that, oh, there we go. There was a flicker on the XLX then, I started to have kittens. But of course, Pablo already did that this morning, hi, by changing out the router for the XLX server. So, what we're going to do now, we're going to go around to Kev M0KJN. Kevin Swansea.
Cheers, Chris. Yeah, I remember those days, mate. M0KJN. I think I must have been, either would have been 2W0NED or MW6. Oh man, I can't even remember what my old call sign was. MW6. Oh, it'll come to me. I didn't keep it very long, so that's my excuse for not remembering. But yeah, like I say, it's full steam ahead now on the repeater. We've had some terrible trouble up there. I mean, we haven't managed to solve the actual problem. The actual problem really is interference, but we've overcome that by, you want to see it up there now. We've got my push-up mast, which is wrapped up and cabled high to a pole with a diamond X50. It's something like that on that. And I let the coax run into the room, and it just solved all of the problems. So the issue that we've got, obviously, is that up on that, right, the weather is horrendous. You can't just go put in any old diamond antenna up there. It won't last. So you know, we've managed to secure someone to go up the mast and put an antenna back where it should be. But the reason that we've done the crowdfund is because antenna up there that we've got, but they reckon it could be another 3 years before anybody goes up there. So what we don't want to do is put something up there that doesn't last. So hence the crowdfunding, you know, and we are very, very appreciative of everyone that's chipped to you know, range. W then should be immense, you know, commercial grade antenna, commercial grade feeder. We'll probably put power back up as well then. So that's the story this side. For anyone that's interested, www.gb3ww.com. I post all of the news there. So yeah, fingers crossed. As I said, the money's coming in nice, which is good. We'll have that quote done by Monday or Tuesday. And hopefully by the end of the week, I'll have the antenna in the house. So
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, I've just presented the website there, golfbravo3ww.com, on the live stream there as well. So it's all good there, and of course, yeah, I used it when I first got licensed there. I met people on there, and of course, yeah, part of my radio career there. And of course, yeah, being able to connect for the net there, and of course, going RF. Anyone with Yale radio can come in there as well. So Andy's making the most of it. We're going round to him now, 2W0APD, round to you there. And I'm going to have to change it in the log to WiresX aren't I? Round to you.
Whiskey Zero, Alpha Papa Delta returning, and YSF, yes, I know, it's now on the live stream, Chris, that you've just spotted yourself, and yeah, it makes a change from being on DMR. And yeah, I'm hoping some more of the lads in town, the local ones, will jump on after me or something. It might be worth giving another call out for new joiners, as always. But yeah, I'll keep this one brief and just enjoy the glass of red after dinner. So yeah, check it around for the next person. But thanks as always, Chris. So back to you, M7 Charlie Sierra Sierra from 2 Whiskey Zero Alpha Papa Delta.
Yeah, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra, thanks very much there. And of course, what I'm going to do now, of course, yeah, Monty was having issues. He's not in yet, I don't think. So I've marked him as listening via YouTube. So what we're going to do, we're going to see if anybody else would like to log into the Wales Ragchew Net. If you would, go ahead with your call sign, name, location, and an over. Okay, nothing heard. So we'll go round to Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Thank you, Chris. It's Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. As to the Brussels sprouts, Rod, my wife told me, you know, that she cuts them in half, puts them on a bacon, she drizzles them with olive oil, seasons them also very well, and roasts them like that on that baking sheet. Very good. Even if you're not a good big fan of Brussels sprouts, you might appreciate these. You know, another thing I left out was my son came out yesterday afternoon when I was home from work. He had put in the refrigerator a bowl of his chili. He's having a chili cook-off at the end of this next week, and he wanted me to test drive his chili to see how it was, and it was excellent. So what he decided to do is going to add one more thing to it. He's going to make the chili the same way he made it yesterday, and he's going to smoke it. Put it in the smoker and smoke it for a while, and then I want to get another bowl of that chili later on this week and test drive it. So I'm looking forward to chili because it's that season. Chili is especially good in the fall and winter times. So this is something I'm looking forward to very much here in the next week or so. And that's another edition of the Food Forum for Chris, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Yeah, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. Well, thanks very much there, Michael. And of course, yeah, chili is nice in the winter, isn't it? And it tastes nice. It's also quite cheap to produce as well, and especially done in the slow cooker. You can put it in there, forget about it, and then it's ready for later in the day. So we go round to Rod G0 EUZ and W3VGN is now listening, I believe.
G0 use that back to the group. Yeah, I shall give the roast sprouts a try, Michael, definitely. Sometime during this coming week. Yes, chili, I love chili. And, you know, if there's any left over, I'll have it on a tortilla wrap with cheese or whatever, you know. It's just a very, very versatile meal, isn't it? So, yeah, what else have I been up to? Right. eBay has had a whole month of October is free of transaction fees and selling fees, etc. So I put a couple of radios on during the week and sold them both. So I'm very pleased with that. A little bit of a reduction on price, and I always underestimate on the postage, always. I'm going to have to learn my lesson on that. So I shall, this coming week, I shall have a look and see what else I can sell. Try and thin the shack down a bit, because I'm just not using it at all. You know, just keep what I use and dispose of the rest, which is a shame, really. You know, I've got a Yaesu FT818 there, and that is not been out of the box more than about 10 times in the 4 years or so that I've had it. You know, it's like brand new. So, nice to use when I do use it, but, you know, when you're in the shack, you use the big radio. So there we go. So, yeah, back to you, Chris, M7CCS. Oh, just by the by, it's a good job you put that out on Facebook about the XLX 042D, because I had to update mine. Otherwise I wouldn't have connected either. So yeah, back to you, Chris, M7CCS from G0 user.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, yeah, we'll put a bit out there if there is a thing. And, of course, yeah, Phil there, yeah, he's hearing me coming out on WW, and he's like, I seem to be picking you up there. So, yeah, WW is linked in, Kev has linked it in there. So, of course, yeah, you can call into the radio. I put you in as into the log there, MW7PWC, maybe, yeah, that is MW7PWC, yeah, so it's all good, and so it won't time out while the net is on. That's nice and okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to remember where I was. We was talking to Rod, so we are going round to Kev, MW0KJM.
Great.
Okay, Kev, yeah, Kev's on the YouTube, but he is multitasking. He's trying to get a DMR route in. So it's all okay, and I'll give him a call on the next one. And of course, yeah, I think the break might have been from Phil there. So we will call for check-ins in a bit. I did call in on DMR. I can hear you, but I guess it didn't work. Using talk group 6, that is the main thing. Make sure it's talk group 6. So yeah, while I'm here, I'll have a little check. M0KJB is in the room, so yeah, talk group 6, and you should be able to access it. So if you want to go again there, Kev, see if it works, and remember that the audio on the live stream is delayed from the radio. M0KJN. Okay, you're not working with Kev, I'm sure. Hopefully he'll get it sorted. Andy's helping me. I'm joking. Hi. But yeah, we'll go around to Andy now. W0APD. He's going to come in via WW. Over to you there, 2W0APD.
Hey, Whiskey, very well for Papa Delta. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious timing. I'm just after Kev, because I'm on the local WhatsApp group, and we're just asking for screenshots. It should be in talk group 6. I think I did years call, because then something went down, so don't know. I might try and get him to temporarily jump onto my Echolink server as a debug on the side, and then he can try and rejoin this net. But yeah, I'm going to disappear and do a little bit of local tech support, and I'll get you on the next one, Chris. So cheers. Whiskey Zero Alpha Papa Delta.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, yeah, can connect your XLX in, and yeah, get him connected on there, and of course, yeah, I'll put you to listening, for now, and then of course, hopefully, you can get that sorted, and yeah, we get him in, so of course, yeah, connect your XLX up there, and of course, yeah, bridge over, and then of course, yeah, you can connect directly to there, and because we know we can get on there, yeah, you can basically yeah, just talk straight through. That's another idea. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and try and get Phil via WW, and MW7SOG is break. So MW0SOG is break. So that's thanks very much there. No DMR ID, but we'll get the information. So we'll go round to you there, Phil. MW7 PWC.
I think there's lots of speak. Hopefully you're feeling well. Yeah, I am in 0 PI these days. Or by W, it's MW0 all in existence to last year. I've built under the film must have been a good while back. So I remember I was working up in French. I called him, I was listening, enjoying the night. I was talking around with people like and I built that rope camper van to dot around with it. There you go. And it's the characters from there, with the sensory, but to get on, and we got on this review and the time of that also got YSF and so on as well. This is reviewing under the everybody. It's nice to hear you all knowing that, and nobody. Really well done for that, and hopefully you can see them that I get to be step out from Echolink at these days. Yeah, it is the first. Thank you very much. I don't know if I'll make another round. It's back in the so I'll be today. Okay, I'll see you there. Say, yeah, on the break station, I think it's the so you have like the live stream it's waiting.
Yeah, thanks very much, Phil. We knew it was you. Quite broken. It was broken, but yeah, Kev was giving you some advice on the YouTube at the time as well. But yeah, unfortunately, it was quite broken. But yeah, we got an identification for the break MW7SOG. So I've got you in the log for the Wales Ragchew Net. Go ahead.
MW7SOG, thank you gentlemen for opening the door and letting me in. I've been on and off listening for a little while. I've heard something about, I think it was roasted Brussels sprouts. I've never tried them myself. Another Andy's as well. Nice to hear, Phil. Last person on. Anyway, gentlemen, just thank you for letting me in, and I'll just have a listen, and I'll let somebody else take over. Mike Whiskey 7, Sierra Oscar Golf.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, we're down at the bottom of the list there, and of course, yeah, you were identified via the YouTube live stream there. So it's always handy to have a little bit of help on the side, people that are local to that repeater as well. So of course, yeah, WW is linked over to the Wales Ragchew Net for tonight, and it seems to work pretty well. It does seem to be working pretty well, and of course, yeah, we're getting a couple of stations there from South Wales into the net as well. So what we'll do is we'll put a call out there. Would anybody else like to check into the Wales Ragchew Net? Go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and an over before we go back up to the top of the list. So yeah, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and an over.
Two Whiskey Zero November, Papa Zulu. Q2H is in Llanelli, West Wales, and the name is Nigel. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks very much there, Nigel. And of course, nice to have the check-in there. And of course, yeah, not sure how. Yeah, of course, yeah. Well, pretty much anything. Wales Ragchew Net's been going for quite a few years there. Started in Wales, and of course, yeah, I'm now you. But then again, so people like Kev dropping the W in Wales as well. So it's all good there, Nigel. So what we'll do is we'll see if anyone else would like to check into the Wales Ragchew Net. Go ahead with your call sign, name, and location. Okay, nothing heard, so we go up to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5 of Romeo and Papa. So I've now got some of that pizza. I have got homemade potato wedges, and I have got the chicken peri peri kebab and sweet pizza and barbecue pizza. So yeah, I've not had a chance to nibble on it yet, but I have had a couple of wedges. So round to you there, Michael. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo in the Papa.
Thanks, Chris. It's Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo and Papa. It sounds like you're being a well-fed man. You'll be a bigger man for knowing Donna. Sounds like to me. Ron, the ribs sounded great. I was going to say that last time around, and I still haven't satisfied my craving for fish and chips that you gave me a couple of weeks ago. So I need to look into that somewhere down the line. I'm a big fish lover. I like the seafood and fish of different kinds, different varieties. Moving on to this last week here in the United States, I don't know if it was worldwide, but if I know Amazon, it probably was. We had the Prime Days on the 8th and 9th of August. I mean, 8th and 9th of October. And I dropped a little bit of money on a project that I'm going to be doing down the line. I'm not doing it right now. On these SDR dongles that you plug in, you attach to an antenna, and you start receiving various stations through the different ways. I'm still trying to learn a little bit about it. But they dropped the price on some of that equipment spreadsheet, and so I bought some. Also bought a couple of books, one on CODA and one on this SDR dongle stuff. And it has free software in different ways, different configurations. So I'm gonna do a little learning about that. But I took advantage of that Amazon Prime Days. I wonder if anybody else did. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo and Papa.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, it makes me pleased that fellas have tried using 100 watts to get into the Ragchew Net, and I'm using, what was it, 100 milliwatts? Hi. But, yeah, it's all good there. Yeah, it's good to have the Ragchew. It's good to have a few people on there, and also people calling in there that we don't usually get onto the Wales Ragchew Net. And of course, they've got the W's in the course side. It's all good there. So we're going to go around to Rod, G0, EUZ, right? Use there, Rod.
G0, you said. Back to the group. Yes, Michael, I think I did see something about Amazon Prime Day this week. I didn't take advantage of it, unfortunately. I've had to replace a freezer and a dishwasher. So I've been pretty busy with that. And I got them online, obviously. It's quite funny, actually, because I ordered the freezer with a delivery date of the 8th. And then later in the week, I had to order the dishwasher. And they give me a delivery date of the 9th. So when they always hold you up, after you've made an order. And I said, do you want to combine the two? And deliver them on either the 8th or the 9th, it doesn't matter which. Anyway, they didn't. The freezer came on the 8th with one courier, and the dishwasher came the following day with another courier. So there we go. So yes, it's a shame. The SDR, yeah, I have an SDR. SDR Play, I think it's called. That's quite a big beast. And I have it plugged into the back of the FT DX3000, which gives me the scope on the computer screen. But to be honest, I never use it. I mean, if I'm most of the time when I'm using that radio, I'm on FT8 or FT4, so your waterfalls on the program, So there we go. Okay, back to you, Chris. M7CCS, G0 user.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, yeah, it's all good there, Rod. So we're going to go back. Well, we might go back to WW. We might go via hotspot because I'm sure I saw him coming through. It actually says it on the XLX 1920. Well, it said 1926, but it's 20. But of course, that's in UTC time. So yeah, he did manage to get through M0KJNB. So he went through via there. So yeah, we'll give him a try. Kevin, round to you there, M0KJN.
M0KJN. Yeah, if you can just give us a quick audio report, Chris, before my over, that would be good. Because the last two overs I was speaking to myself. So if you can just confirm for me that I'm getting in, that would be fantastic.
Almost like you're in the room with me there, just showing you out bought the case with you. Hi, but yep, you're getting in, not a problem there, Kev. Round to you there.
Yeah, fantastic. Cheers, Chris. I don't know, you must be spying on me because I've had about 4 or 5 candidate units already. The wife is away this weekend. It's my daughter's birthday. Tuesday, yeah, and for her birthday this year, my daughter loves theatre and dance. She's 14 and she wanted to go to, they go to London every year, so they've gone up to London or over to London, I should say, to watch Mean Girls. Well, they've seen it now. So it's just me and my boy here for the weekend, so they left on Friday. I dropped them at the train station, and I couldn't help myself on the way back. Stopped off at the shop, and 20 cans of Guinness, they fell into the trolley, and I was just like, well, as soon as they've fallen in, I may as well take them home. But so yeah, good. I'm glad the DMR side of things is working. I did have it configured correctly. I just had outdated the host files, so I was hitting your I was hitting your DMR ID directly, Chris. I'm not 100% sure. Out of all of the modes, really, DMR, I've done a little bit with it, but not massively. You know, I sort of concentrate on fusion, as you know. But this is good because it means I can join this net, and I haven't got to worry about. But if the wife was here and I hadn't been drinking, I'd just jump in the car and drive up the road. But as I said, because there's a 0.6 split on the repeater, if you can imagine, the repeater is transmitting to me from Port Talbot over to Birch Grove, but I'm trying to transmit up to it at the same time, which is fine. But I've got the hotspot. I've got the YSX uplink here at the same time, so it just all gets a little bit messy. So it's one of them where I've set it all up, I can't use it, but it's absolutely fine. I'll look at a solution so that I can. So talking about nets, yeah, we're thinking about running a net on WW maybe on a Sunday, possibly only once a month. Not 100% sure at the moment. When we decide what we're going to do, we'll pop the details on the website. We might link somewhere else. It might be Southern Fusion. It might be here. Don't know. It's none of it's decided yet. But obviously, anybody that wants to call in will be more than welcome. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do now that I've actually got a handheld that's working and my Guinness glass is empty, I think I might head down to the fridge, Chris, and keep listening to the net. So yeah, at least I know I can get in via DMR. I think we're about time up to M0KJ and back to you, Chris.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, yeah, just about that you mentioned the timeout, and I saw the clock there. There was a couple of seconds on the clock, but yeah, we've got the timeout bar up on the live stream there, and of course, yeah, the audio you might have heard. So that's a feature of the Ragchew Net live stream there. So all good there, Kevin. But of course, yeah, you can always get it to actually work. So yeah, you can always get it to work. Like if you're doing an uplink to something and you can go in on a separate hotspot, yeah, it works quite well. So we're going to go around now to MW7 Papa Whiskey Charlie. Maybe yeah, clearer audio this time via Golf Bravo 3 Whiskey. Range you there, Phil.
Hello, Chris. Hopefully I'm in. I just had to reinstall a few things to get YSX running, but that was better than putting Bluetooth headphones in to use my phone through Echolink, which is good in a pinch, but I'd rather talk on the microphone if I can. I thought I was getting in on WW there. It's so clear here, but it's a shame I was a bit broken up. I was chucking 100 watts at it through a 2-meter beam, but I haven't turned the beam round. I don't know where WW is. I'll have to figure out where it is from here so I can swing it that way maybe. But yeah, Chris, I was saying it's nice to hear you for the first time in a long time. First time being on here in a couple of years now. I just haven't had a chance on the Saturday night. I've been all the way. What I did try and say earlier was it was going to be one and only, but I stuck around. It's nice to hear everyone chat, you know.
it's great. It's great, and there's a few people out there listening. There's a good few you out there. But brilliant stuff. And Kev, yeah, I chucked the donation in earlier towards WW. It's one of the only repeaters I get. So and it was the first one that I got. You were one of the first people I spoke to after getting my license on a repeater. And then probably did your head in because it was always you there and me popping in every day for a couple of weeks until my my dual banshee pole broke. That I put together a ladder line. But there you go. Yeah, brilliant stuff, Chris. Everybody, you're all doing great. It's nice to have everybody on here, and it's nice to listen to. I've actually got to disappear after this one. Haven't had an evening meal yet, so I've got to go down and sort that out. Lovely stuff, though, guys, and I'll definitely pop back again. I've got a few options again, and I've got 3 different ways of getting on here, so I can't say it can't be done. I can't say it can't be done. And to those that are over in the States, yeah, you guys have had a backer in if you're down that side of the world. You know, North Carolina and now Florida had an absolute beating over there. But yeah, anyone listening that's out that way, good luck to you. Thanks, Chris. I'll end it there. Cheers all. This is MW0OAI or MW7PWC as you might be showing there. I've had a bit of an upgrade since then. Cheers all. I'll listen for anything that comes back just in the next couple of minutes. So I'm going to disappear. I'll be back another day. 730.
Yeah, Mike, well, you're actually showing up as M0NWX, which is the link call sign for cqnorthwest. So, yeah, that was obviously allowing you in there. But, yeah, it's definitely nice to hear you there, Phil, and of course, yeah, WW is, well, if you think about it, it's part of a lot of amateurs around the area's history. When they've got license, they've gone on it, they've heard it, and of course, yeah, of course, the politics really, isn't it? I heard a lot of politics when I first ever got licensed there, but of course, yeah, it all depends where you go, in that kind of sense, and then, yeah, I was told you can't do this, you can't do that. And we kind of got around that, but of course, yeah. So I think with hobby, it's all about all groups supporting each other because if groups can get along, support each other, and things like that, even help out at people's events and things, and yeah, even just putting some activity for a local repeater just by linking it up to the net, it works, and yeah, it gets a few people. And like you said, we haven't been on there for a while there. And then, yeah, you heard it perping out of WW. And he's inspired you to join there. So, yeah, thanks very much to Phil. So we're going to go now to MW7SOG. Round to you there.
Mike Whiskey 7, Sierra Oscar Golf, after a short pause there, just in case anybody wanted to break in. Yeah, thank you for passing it round to me. I think it was Chris there, M7, Charlie Sierra. I have taken a note of people's call signs, but I can't read my handwriting because we're in the dark. I see Kev mentioned somebody got to see Mean Girls. I was only talking to Phil, the last person who was on earlier, about Mean Girls, so it's quite a funny thing. And also, you're all talking about food, and Phil's gone down. Enjoy your grub, Phil, if you can still hear me. I still haven't had anything myself, so I'm contemplating whether to get a kebab, a mixed doner kebab and chips from the local Yummies, which is not too far away, and have it delivered. It's about £7. The wife is out tonight. She's with 2 of her sisters and 2 of her friends having a pajama party, so it's just me and my 4 sons here. They've been fed and watered, so it's just my thank you for coming around to me again, gentlemen, and I hope my audio's okay. I haven't asked for a check, but if somebody can come back with that, that would be brilliant. So I'm not sure who's next, but yeah, I'll still be here, guys.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, not a problem there, Si. And, of course, yeah, you're coming on to the Wales Ragchew Net, of course, Kev's linked it, the whiskey up, into, the net there, and of course, yeah, we've got a few people in from it as well. So, it worked out, very well. And you sound, okay there, Si. And of course, yeah, of course, Kev did break up a little bit, but of course, yeah, there are special reasons for that. And he didn't break up via WW. You've not broken up via WW, so it's all good. So we're going to go around to Nigel now, 2W0 November Papa Zulu.
Yeah, 2W0 MB6IPG-L. Right, guys, I'm going to have to jump out. I'm going to have to go. So, enjoy your net, and thanks for me and send these to the group. 2 Whiskey 0 November Papa Zulu clear.
Yeah, not a problem there, Nigel. So we're looking at the time. What we'll do is we'll see if anyone else would like to call in. Go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and an over, if you would. And then we go back round the list again. So, yeah, if you'd like to join the Wales Ragchew Net for the last round, go ahead with your call sign, name and location. Okay, nothing heard. So we go around to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. So what we do, we go around the list again, and then we do the 7th round after that. Over to you there, Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. Okay, it's been a long while since that ever happened, and Michael's not come back. Yeah, we go for a call again, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, and Michael. Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, nothing heard, but I'm sure we'll get him on the last and then the next round, but yeah, hopefully, nothing's wrong there. So we go round to Rob G0, EUZ.
G0 EUZ, back to the group. I wonder if the link from cqnorthwest has gone down. Because I think that's the way he was coming in, wasn't it? So we'll see if he gets back later. But yeah, I've nothing much more to add. Kevin sounded very, very nice on the hotspot. Definitely the way to do. Well, DMR to me is the way. Anyway, although the Ragchew definitely sorts everything, the audio out anyway. On doesn't matter how you're getting in. The weakest one seems to be the Echolink, but otherwise everything's good. So back to you, Chris. M7CCS G0. You use it?
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, Of course, yeah, it could be a case of that. Of course, yeah, I've just seen in the comments, W.D.R.G disconnected, but it's been reconnected. So, yeah, something reset on the network, maybe. But, yeah, maybe it might have been a quick on and over or something like that. Or, yeah, two people keyed it once who didn't like it, maybe. We don't know. But sometimes, yeah, things throw a wobbly, don't they? But of course, yeah, that audio did sound good from Kev. I'll agree with you on that, Rod. So we're going to go to Kev now, M0KJN.
M0KJN. Yeah, cheers, Chris. Yeah, it was strange. Darren called out to me that the node had dropped, and I don't know whether they all dropped, maybe. But for those listening on WW, I have reconnected you. The power of having the node, I guess. But there we go. Yeah, thanks for the report as well. I'm glad everything is sounding good. I'm just looking down now, 36% battery left, so we should be alright for a little while. It's all interesting stuff, this, isn't it? You know, I've never really looked at these before. I don't know, maybe it's something I should pay a bit more attention to. The way that the world is going now, with things being digitally connected here, there, and everywhere. I know Andy is like the resident master of the reflectors around this way. So I have to sit him down in a room and get him to do an info dump onto my brain so I understand it as well. That would be good. But yeah, the Ragchew group net was even mentioned on CB radio tonight. So there you go. That goes to show how far and wide the word is being spread. One of the boys must have been listening. Mentioned it on there as well, which is all good. And yeah, Phil sounded absolutely delightful on your last over there, mate. Nice to hear you. I think it's strange, really, because quite a few people say that, WW, obviously when you're just getting into amateur radio, the easiest way to start is 2 meters, isn't it? And just shut up any old aerial and get yourself on the local repeater. And a lot of people say, okay, you were the first person I spoke to, which I take it as a compliment, but it probably means that I spend too much time sitting on the repeater. Who knows? But you know, it's all good. That's what it's there for. So I think the goal with WW now is to get it as far as the 7 bridge. If I can get it that far, I say we, because we are a team, can get it so that it can be worked from near the bridge. I think that's a job well done. It seems to do quite well out west, which is WW, West Wales, is what it should be doing. But yeah, it would be good if we can get it that way. Up as far as the bridge would be good. And it's a shame really. I've parted ways with my 991A, the radio I said I'd never get rid of. I've changed it in the shack now. I've got an FD710, which doesn't give me 270, unfortunately. So I'll end this. I think Sai is just messaging me saying I'm dropping out. I'm not sure if I've got an issue here. Maybe. Back to you there, Chris. M7CCS M0KJN.
Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, you were clear all across the board. I'm dropping out. It means 2 things. I'm going. I'm not going to go. So can you let the net controller know? Or it could just mean you're dropping out with him. But yeah, coming across the network, it's absolutely fine and clear. So that's all good there, Kev. So yeah, maybe look a bit closer. But of course, yeah, Andy's doing things. We've shared a couple of secrets and that. And of course, he's built that XLX server. I'm going to see if he's with us actually now, because I think he was going away to help. But of course, yeah, you seem to be in now. So, are you there, Andy? W0APD. Okay, there was a key up from Andy, and I saw that, but yeah, nothing was heard there. But yep, we'll go round to Phil M7CCS, and yeah, I'm sure. I'm not sure. It might have been that. It's been such a long time since we spoke. I know I was still in Wales last time we spoke there, Phil. So yeah, round to you, MW7P. Yeah, Papa Whiskey Charlie.
Hello. Okay, Chris. Yeah, I shouldn't still be saying you. I did say I was going to clear, but I was carried on listening. We're close to the time now, so I thought I was sticking with it. Come on, sticking with it. So where have you gone now then, Chris? That'd be interesting to hear. I didn't know you moved on. Didn't know where you were. Not sure. But yeah, let me go on the next over. Kev, as Simon said, as Simon said, SOT, a friend of mine plays guitar in Mean Girls up in the Savoy in London. He's the guitarist, and it was only supposed to be a 6-month thing. It's doing so well that it could turn into staying there for a year or two now. So it looks like he got himself a full-time job instead of a 6-month thing. He did a show for 6 months, and then he goes plastering to break it up and not to get stuck on the same thing. He played on Jesus Christ Superstar. He's played on I've been to see a couple of his shows. I can't remember all of them, but he's on Mean Girls now. But his plan usually is to do 6 months and then go plastering, just to get. And then when he's out of plastering, he finds a show to go on or a tour to go on. It's quite nice. He can do the show from Basingstoke, come back on the train, and no traffic. And yeah, he's happy doing it. But I've just texted him. He's probably playing. But I texted him that friend's wife and daughter are watching tonight, so he's very good. There we go. I'll hand back to Chris now, and you can tell me where you've gone. I didn't know you left the motherland. And Kevin, I'll speak to you on WD.R.G. And this will probably be my final. Probably. I'm supposed to be downstairs. Thanks, everyone. All the best. Set them free.
Yeah, Mike, Charlie George here. Thanks very much, Phil. And yeah, I don't know whether to say that as a 7-3 or not, but we always give the chance. We always go round and do the 7-3. So what we're going to do, yeah, we're going to find out if MW7SOG, where he was dropping out, or whether he thought Kev was dropping out. But yeah, it is text can mean 2 different things, can't it? So MW7SOG, round to you there, Simon.
W7SOG, yeah, thank you for that, Chris. Yeah, it started off well, but to me, about 2/3 of the way through, he went a little bit droppy out here, and then he came back in towards the end. That's what I meant by that. But yeah, it was all understood there, But yeah, it was funny that I was speaking to Phil earlier about Mean Girls, and then Kev mentioned it. It's a small world indeed. But anyway, boys, thank you very much for the. I think it was the Wales Ragchew Net. I think that's the name of the net we're in. But yeah, very good. I've enjoyed. This is my last over. I've still got to go and order my cab, and I know that'll be some time. And I can hear the children getting quite restless about behind me. Out the back, there they are. 73 to all of you. I'll keep my eyes out there for the next one. So 73's MW7SOG.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, thanks very much there. And of course, yeah, you may hear it again next week. Of course, yeah, that seems to go on pretty well and seems to work there. And of course, yeah, I was originally in the area when the net was started there. And of course, yeah, now I've moved on. Of course, my mum got a little bit ill, and people in the Ragchew know that. And then, of course, yeah, but we did get the net lapse little bit. But people still came here and kept talking. And then, of course, I came back into the chair, and of course, yeah, brought it all back up, live stream back up, and yeah, changed it around a little bit. So it's all good there. So, yep, I did that and had a little bit of a chat there, so that I could actually see there and mark that I'd changed MW7SOG to the 7.3 status. So, we're going to do the 7.3 round. I'm going to go up to Whiskey Alpha 5 Romeo India Papa. Michael for your 7.3.
Well, thank you, Chris. It's just got 5 Romeo India Papa. I think I missed the last round because I thought I was transmitting, but I don't think I had. I think I got dropped over there. But I'm back now. It appears, at least on the dashboard, so we'll see how it goes. Hope everybody has a great week this coming week, and we'll join back up next Saturday. Hope you has some great food and has some great time on the radio, and take care of each other. And we'll talk to you again next weekend. Whiskey 5 Romeo India Papa 73 for now.
Yeah, 7.3 there, Michael, and pleasure as always. So we're going to go round to Roger G0, EZ round G for your last over, and 7.3.
G0, you sent it back to the group for the final time, yeah. No, it's been a good night, especially with some sort of new faces to me. So yeah, it's been nice, and slightly bigger net, which means it doesn't come round as fast. But it's nice to catch up with you all, and hopefully we'll catch you again next Saturday. I don't think I've got anything on, so I shall look forward to that. I shall be on Wednesday for Sutty, because I'm having the dressing done at that time. No, not Wednesday, Monday. But possibly I'll be there Wednesday. So, right, 7.3 to everybody, and we'll catch you all again next week. M7CCS, G0 user.
Yeah, Mike, 7, Charlie Sierra, yep, 7.3 to you there, and of course, yeah, we can't always make it, and of course, yeah, Sussy's Net is hosted by M7EMH, and that's on a Monday and a Wednesday afternoon, from 4:30 PM our time. No live stream with that one, radio, but of course, the full network, as is now, with cqnorthwest as well. So yeah, of course, you know, some people are sometimes we get the odd mobile station, but of course, yeah, if WW's in, then we might get the odd mobile station as well. So that will all be good. So we're going to go round to M0KJN, round to you there, Kev. And yeah, it's not via WW anymore, is it? It's via your hotspot.
M0KJN, yeah, still had a hotspot. Just makes my life easier, to be honest. I can hear everything, and I'm not trying to listen on the laptop and then jump back to the radio. So when I do call into the net from now on, I'll do it this way. Or pop out in the car, even better. Pop out in the car, and I haven't got to go far from the house, to be honest. Maybe 30 seconds away. It all works flawlessly. So as I said, it's a service that we run for everyone, but I guess the ideal solution will be I need to speak nice to one of my parents and see if I can put the ideal. Whether they go for it or not, I don't know. Maybe speak nice to my mum, she might let me do it. So anyway, cheers for running there, Chris. Top job. Must be about 2 years since the last time I called into this one, I think. But yeah, feel free, drop me a message on on Facebook Messenger. Let me know when you're going to do the next one. And I'll either join, or if I can't join and you want to connect WW, I'll time it off for you, and then you can just let me know when you're done, and I can turn it back on then. So, anyway, 73 guys. Thanks to everyone, and everyone's sounding really good. And I'll catch you next time. All the best. Cheers again, Chris. 73 M0KJN.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Yeah, so normally from about 4:30 p.m. Yeah, something for you to look into. WX scheduler. Chuck it into the Google. It starts saying about Linux and stuff like that, but it runs on a Windows computer. And basically any nets you can make it schedule it. Yeah, even if you're not there, yeah, switch the node over and go ahead there. I use it for my gateway, yeah, it basically uses the WiresX software, and it will switch it over to another room. So my WiresX gateway actually switches over to Northwest Fusion for the Squirrel Net in the morning, and then of course it switches back on a Monday for his net, and it can switch to quite a few other nets as well. But of course, yeah, I'm still in the process of making it all possible. But yeah, all works out. So that's what my personal WiresX node does. And of course, yeah, with that WX scheduler software, yeah, I can even tell you the number of the radio, shall we say. So yeah, yours is G0U5M, well that's standard, 2W0AVD, M0JKN is Echo 5NLL. I'll show that information, but I can read it, and yeah, with the exit tag number, just by using that little bit of software. So yeah, it's all good there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give Andy a chance to W0APE to say his 7-3.
Whiskey Zero Alpha Delta returns to the net, and yep, thanks to everyone for a great evening, and nice to see some more goal signs on the list. Certainly more entertaining when there's a lot more of us to go around between the overs, and makes it certainly more interesting. So hopefully all ones are upwards. So wishing everyone the best of health and everything for their families, and enjoy a great weekend ahead.
Yep, not a problem there, Andy. 7-3 to you there. I'm sure I'll catch you in the week as well. So, yeah, it was just Phil now. We're going to Phil, MW7, Papa Whiskey Charlie, for your 7-3, and thanks for joining in with us.
Yeah, okay, M0KI, M0K. I got a couple of call signs going there. But, yeah, lovely stuff, Chris. My third 7-3s. That's how look at this net is. I come back and say goodbye, sweet time. No, it is nice to hear you all on, and everyone's doing great out there. It's really encouraging. As you said, with another way in now, WW, it's gonna bring some more people in, I'm sure. I bet there's quite a few listeners out there trying to figure out what's going on here. This isn't what we normally hear on this repeater. Brilliant stuff, guys. I wish you all the best. Have a great week, and maybe we'll see some more auroras tonight. Apparently, it's out there. I got some photos of my antennas of a red sky. A bit strange, but there you go. And if the bands get wiped out again, well, we'll always have this. This will work. This will work. They can't take this away unless they turn the internet off. Hang on, I shouldn't have said that. But no, when the HF is dead, you can always come over here. 7-3s, everybody. All the best. Bye for now.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie, Sierra. Well, it works as long as there's an internet. And of course, yeah, when I did Rota the other week, I had no internet. Other than the internet that was doing the live stream, I was going straight into an RF gateway. So yeah, it does work out well when I do Shell Island SOS Radio Week straight into an RF gateway. So yeah, don't always rely on that, and of course, yeah, even when I make mobile into an RF gateway, internet is involved. But that's all good there. So yeah, internet tonight we had Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, Michael. As always, we had MW3 of VJN via Tristian. We had G0 EZ Rod in Cambridge. We had M0 KJN Kevin via GB3WW, then his hotspot in Swansea. 2W0 APD Andy via WW, maybe via the dot at some point. M7 SOP via Echolink Paul. In Pool, M7 Papa Whiskey Charlie via Echolink. We're listening. We had 2W1 CER Monty. Norman comes and join us, but he was listening. We had MW7 Papa Whiskey Charlie Phil joined in with us. Nice to hear you again there, Phil. We had MW7 SOG Sci via GB3 Whiskey. We had 2W0 November Papa Zulu Nigel via GB3 WW as well. I was Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. You were 7-3 there, joint city in the week. Check out the www.WDRG.uk, all the ways in, and bid you 7-3.